Alright, we are in West Tennessee. We got ice. We got a whole bunch of ice. There's more coming in, and that's okay. Because whenever we have weather like this, I have a small tropical forest I'm going to show you. See, we got ice. I'm telling you. We got ice like nobody's business. Alright. I have a tropical greenhouse that has two different walls to it. This is the outer wall. This is mainly a thermal barrier. It wraps around the entire thing the other way. And there's this side. That's a little loblolly pine. Mimosa trees. This is a blue star hibiscus, I think. It's dormant. Anyway, that was the outer door. This is the inner door we're stepping into. And well, hey everybody. Gotta close this door though. And keep the door closed. Alright, so this is my tropical forest. This is where I overwinter all of my sensitive plant materials. I can't imagine how many specimens I have. I'm gonna say thousands. I'm sure I've got several thousand pots in here at this point. It's also habitat for certain wildlife. That is a golden orb weaver egg sac. We have, well, I have several of them out here. They're all over the place. But just to name a few things, that is a ghost pepper. It's coming out of dormancy right now. Those are my lantanas back there. They're also kind of just sitting still at the moment. Lots of elephant ears, banana trees. This is orange lemon balm. It smells fantastic. This guy, not even sure what it is. All kinds of things. It's a nice ponytail palm. This is a gardenia tree. Seven or eight kinds of different hibiscus right now. Most of them are dormant or just kind of vegetative. But even in their pots, different tradescantias, strawberry begonias, different types of clover, epipremnum. I mean, there's layers to everything out here. I have all kinds of begonias. This is an escargot. It's in bloom right now. A hairy, interesting flower. This is a midnight tryst hibiscus. It's a shame none of them are in bloom right now. They're really spectacular. This is a Brazil pothos, or philodendron, whatever. It's in this like 50-gallon tub, and it's grown up to the very top of these castor bean plants that I had to top to get them to fit into the greenhouse this year. But it's this own little ecosystem right here. Just overwintering very seedlings. There's some yarrow right there. That's kind of cool. Right there. It's Achillea. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know. Oh, this is a really big jalapeno. It's about 3 feet tall. It's starting to come back out. They're totally inedible. They're horribly hot. More begonias. Not looking too good, but they're there. A lot of these things that are just sitting around, like, you'll see impatiens all over the place. I just let them sit there. Every now and then I'll cut them back, but those will be bedding plant material for next year. I have a lot of gardens outside, so. Anyway, just show you around a couple of things. This is an orchid cactus. Epiphyllum, I believe. This is a new one I just got. It's a rickrack cactus. Some people call it a fishbone cactus, I guess. Pretty cool. Little star plant. Alright, we've got a lime tree. We got lemons. Look at that. Some dang lemons. Look at that. That's beautiful. Now, keep in mind, that's a dragon fruit right there. Oxalis cuttings, I just put those in the other day. This right here is a type of basil. Right now, it is, hold on, 27 degrees. So just keep that in mind. We have fruiting citrus out here. It's like it's not ice on top of the greenhouse, but it's just amazing to think about that. Banana tree back there is a banana tree. Tradescantia is under it. Dracaena. Another banana tree right there. Oh, there's a banana tree right there. Another hibiscus. A little aluminum plant cutting. There's also, if you see bare spots in this, a lot of this has bulbs underneath a lot of this bare soil. I have a plant called Achaemenes, and I've never seen them in cultivation here in the States. I've never seen them before. I had to order mine, I think, from England or something. But they're from South America. Anyway, they're interesting. But they die back and they come back. Lots of coleus. There's a dragon fruit just hanging out right there. He's not even planted in anything. It's kind of a... Oh yeah, there he is. I'll get to that eventually. This is an impromptu tour of my greenhouse. I haven't been in here in 2 days. So, this is candid, so it's going to be messy and everything. That was one side. And that was the lemon tree right there, and I forgot to mention, this is an orange tree. And even there we've got all kinds of stuff flowering. There's bees and all kinds of pollinators that overwinter in here. And so I keep as many things in bloom as I can. Usually it's mostly clover. Soil temperature is... I don't even know if this thing's right. There's all kinds of stuff out here. It's a little begonia terrarium, if I can get into it. Yeah. There we go. That's kind of how I get my begonias. No, some of them. We got this right here. Just some random cuttings. 27 degrees outside. got 5 different species of cactus growing in here. Euphorbias, aloes. The color on that. Not safe for work. Jeez, look at that. Look at the color on that. That's fantastic. Yeah, we've got catnip, various things that have been eaten by some inchworms. A couple of cuttings of different, or not cuttings, seedlings for basil and kale and whatnot. Begonias. There's all kinds of stuff happening out here. This is a plumeria. It was about 9 feet tall and to top it, but it'll come back. This thing's huge. This is my hand for reference right there. It's a plumeria. I ordered it, I think, in 2020 from Thailand or Vietnam, something like that. These are my little peppers. It's a ghost pepper. Random stuff. Some of this stuff is actually my sister's that I'm overwintering for her. Nice mandula. More aloe. Whoops. This place is really kind of dangerous sometimes. It's, I'm constantly almost falling down in here. That gives you an indication. That is dozens of Euphorbia tithymaloides stems. I've been saying I'll get around to doing something with them for many months. I'll get to it. The Begonia luxurians. I'd wager this is probably the only one in the ground in Tennessee. There could be one in Nashville, but I don't know. That's a pretty rare plant around here. I've never seen one. I've got this one right in the ground. It's doing really good. 51 Ford hood ornament, I think. Maybe Pontiac? I don't know. Impatiens. Dieffenbachia. All kinds of stuff. Lots of coleus. There's lots of cuttings just sitting around. This is a really big type of Tradescantia. I'm really liking it. This one's kind of ate up, but it's a really good plant. Giant elephant ears. Jack's Giant, Tide Giant, Maximus Gigantic, and several more. They're all out here. They were enormous last year, and they're in these 40-gallon fabric pots. They're the first ones I've ever tried, and everything's done really well. There's cuttings and everything. Crotons, Syngoniums, Amaryllis, Begonia maculata. There's some basil right there. You know, everything. This is pineapple sage. Smells really, really good. More begonias. Random giant cuttings of orchid cactus just laying around. Yeah, that's kind of what happens in here. Don't mind these labels right here. These are recycled old pots. And some cactus back there. Some really, really nice begonias here. Yeah, they're easy to look at when you just kind of lay them down, I guess. There you go. Look at that thing. That's nice. This is a red escargot. It's the red version of that one. Okay. This one's really nice. All kinds of Tradescantias. This is Tradescantia alba, I think. This one's pretty ate up, but it's doing just fine. It's a giant African gardenia cutting right there. The leaves are bigger than my hand. It's very hard to grow. It's not going well. This isn't even mine. That's my sister's, I think. More begonias. That's an iron cross begonia back there. Purple waffle plant, I think. This is not mine. This is my sister's. Very nice. These random Calesia impatiens. More begonias. All kinds of pothos and epicremum. Can't see anything. How many layers there are to this thing. There's a syndapsis in there. Brazil pothos. Nanook. And under all that there's some clover and there's probably some moss in there too. It seems like my plants do better when they cohabitate. I don't know. There's definitely some sort of root connection with everything. Ooh, just about tripped on my heater. Okay, so this says it's 54 in here. That's probably not right. It feels closer to 65. It's controlled with this little probe right here. Okay, it just won't focus. Well, anyway, if it warms up, once that reaches 75, which I guess it will here in a second, it will kick on all of the fans. I'm not going to do that right now. That doesn't need to come on. But it turns on these fans. Okay. And it also turns on an exhaust fan all the way in the back. So that pulls air through the door and out through the other end, and it recirculates through those two layers that make up the skin of the greenhouse. And that slight constant air circulation really keeps everything going. think everyone should have a hobby greenhouse. The most expensive part about this is, you know, whatever you want it to be. But almost everything here is reclaimed materials, recycled. This thing is just really pieced together. And this is its 3rd year. A little air plant. Anyway, so that's the whole place. I've got this stuff hanging up too. Some of it's not looking like a whole lot right now, but it's fine. Anyway, well that's the place right there. That's the tropical greenhouse. So I'm located in Tennessee, and we don't get weather like this very often. And I was out here yesterday, I noticed, or I was out here a couple of days ago, and everything was looking so nice, and we got this weather, and I thought I would just come out here and show everyone. It just happens to also be my day off work, so it's kind of a cool thing. Anyway.